Hey, how's it going, folks? Gun controllers will oftentimes say things like, "We're not supporting a gun ban. No one wants to take your guns. We're not trying for a gun confiscation. We just want some common sense gun safety laws or gun reform in the U.S." Well, I got a few things to say to this. And the first off is I don't care if the law you're introducing at Congress right now, or at a state level legislature, or even at a local level, is an outright ban or an outright confiscation order. The fact of the matter is, it's a violation of our natural right to keep and bear arms, which is constitutionally protected. That law will not save any lives that it's promised to save. It's going to negatively impact firearm owners. It's going to get decent people put in jail, and it's going to cost innocent people their lives. We've already seen this happen with the number of gun control laws we already have on the books, federally as well as at the state and local levels. Some states and municipalities worse than others. And furthermore, none of these laws, once you get them, are going to really appease you. We know this from the pattern you've already set. What will happen is that you guys will come up with a gun law and say, It's common sense. We're not trying to take your guns. You need to be reasonable and compromise with us." And then after you get that law, all we hear about is how that law did not go far enough, or how there are loopholes in the law that need to be closed, or, how, we're just being assholes when we don't agree to the next gun law, which is, again, a further violation of our rights. Anytime we propose something that's not another gun law, you accuse it of being either inaction or treating our schools like prison or something of that nature. You guys are opposing anything that's not another gun law when it comes to trying to actually deal with violence in this country, with our homicide rate in this country, which is actually not as bad as gun controllers will make it out to be. Look at countries like Brazil, Mexico, and a number of other countries that have all the gun laws these gun controllers claim to want now and more, and their homicide rate dwarfs ours. In fact, our homicide rate at this point looks no different than the homicide rate in any of the safest countries in the world, with the lowest homicide rates in the world when you put our homicide rates up against countries like Colombia, Mexico, Brazil, Russia. So again, that's another reason. Furthermore, I want to address this whole no one wants to take your guns. Anytime a gun controller says to me that, I already know not to take them seriously. Gun controllers, you hearing this? Once you tell me no one wants to take your guns, I treat you as an unserious person at best. Usually, I treat you as a liar because that's what you're doing. Because if you've been in this debate long enough to be as vocal as you are, you either know or should have known that that's not really true. Your side of the aisle has a number of people who have outright called for the banning of firearms. Your side of the aisle has had a number of high profile Democrat politicians point to countries where they either have like near bans, virtual bans, or outright bans on the private ownership of firearms, and pointed to them and said, "This is the example the U.S. should follow." You know, they did something about their gun violence problem. So, yeah, the second you say that at this point, I automatically treat you as the dishonest person you really are. You know, and furthermore, I mean, I can give you a number of problems I have with our gun laws on the books. One of such is I've actually gone through the process to get my license to carry in Texas. This should carry weight with me in all 50 states. But it doesn't. I mean, hell, even passing through, say, New York with one of these on me, even if I'm not staying in the state, I'm just driving straight through. Well, that can get me put in prison in New York for a very long time. Well, let's say I was going to visit some relatives in California and I brought this out and we decided to take it to the range and shoot it. Well, yeah, I could go to jail the second someone finds out it's chambered in 50 AE. Again, these are some examples of some ridiculous gun laws. I've gone through the process to get this with the NFA laws. Again, not good enough for gun controllers. The second I take it to California, New York, or a number of states that have the scary looking gun bans or the bans on SBRs or suppressors, there are a few states out there with that. It doesn't matter that I jump through all the hoops to get that lawfully at the federal level. It doesn't appease you gun controllers. So again, why should I? Why should any of us give one more inch to you? Why shouldn't we repeal every gun law on the book? You know, yeah. And while we're at this, I want to discuss all you gun controllers who sat there and said, we have NFA restrictions on SBRs and suppressors, therefore it should be on AR-15s. We should add the AR-15s to that list, all the black rifles to that list. You know, you outright tell us that every time we give you an inch, you're going to use it to take another inch. That because we gave you that inch before, we should give you the inch again, another inch there. So yeah, at this point, you know, we're tired of dealing with you, and I'm not alone in this one. That's why I say we. All right, and yeah, unlike the gun controllers, I do actually have my comment section open. So y'all have a great day, and y'all can let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'll respond to them. I definitely read them. Yeah, you may not like the answer, but I give it. Anyway, y'all take her easy out there and have a great day.